Even though the police investigation into what happened the night Deputy Brian Hirzel shot and killed Scott Creach is complete, there are still a lot of questions from the community. KXLY4's Tori Brunetti has been reading through this lengthy hundreds and hundreds of pages of this report. And there's a lot of background information, Tori, about Scott Creach and Deputy Hirzel.
Yeah, it's pretty clear when you're looking at the report that investigators wanted to know more than just what happened that night. They wanted to know some history about these guys, and their history may shed some light on why their interaction didn't end peacefully.
We know that Pastor Scott Creach was a husband, father, and former chaplain. We also know he was a business owner who wasn't afraid to grab a loaded gun and protect his property. Between 1998 and now, the sheriff's office has been called to the Creach property 21 times, mostly to check on thefts and burglaries. Several of the officers who responded to the scene that night Creach was shot remembered having contact with him, and all of them said they told him not to go out at night with a loaded gun. The first officer on scene said he was called to the property in 2008 and told Creach to call 911 instead of using his gun. He says, Creach disagreed with me and stated he would defend his property and have the right to bear arms anytime he wanted. We know Deputy Hirzel has been in law enforcement since 1991. He started in Cathedral City, California, then went to Kootenai County and then Spokane. We didn't know until yesterday this isn't the first time Hirzel has killed someone. While applying the carotid, a chokehold, while working in Cathedral City, California, the individual later died. Hirzel was exonerated. There was no internal investigation. Today, we also learned what Hirzel said about a training exercise a few months ago that played out in real life the night he shot Creach. About the training, Hirzel told investigators, "We were sitting in a police car and a subject from, one side or the other, they would vary, would shoot at you with airsoft guns. And it was the same thing. I shot from inside the car at that time, nearly identical to this." Also, Hirzel told police he felt extremely scared and feared for his life when he saw Creach coming up behind with a gun at his side. He said, "It concerned me greatly that there's a guy walking towards me at night with a gun in his hand, walking towards my car. That caused me a lot of concern, especially, if you look at the things that on the west side, the ambush situations, that caused me a lot of concern."
Now, some people might say past experiences have really no bearing on what happened that Wednesday night, but the prosecutor says he will take everything in that report into consideration.
As he should.